Hey, everybody. I guess I'm running this one. Hey, Chris, you want to run this one?
Yeah, I got this. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Pit Therapy Podcast.
Thank you. I
Mhm.
guess that's all you have to do to start it.
That's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got for you.
Thank you for joining us today, brethren, for this wonderful
Yes.
night of podcast.
Yeah.
I'm Kyle. We got Trevor, the big T bag, and Chris, the big C bag. I don't know what that means, but
We
we
got
got
the
him.
sea bag and the tea bag. Yeah, dude.
All right. I'm tired. So do you guys know when you like get so tired that you're just like super hyper? That's where I'm at right now. So
We're at 12 o'clock, Kyle.
yeah, pretty much.
12 o'clock.
Anyways,
9 o'clock.
at 9 o'clock
Exactly.
at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. How you guys doing? How are things going?
Good, dude.
So good. Now that
Cool.
I see you two.
Hey, nice talking to you guys. See you later.
And that was the Pit Therapy Podcast,
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah.
Jeez.
So this is starting off weird. We had a band lined up who canceled on us last minute, so called in the reinforcements. We got Chris. Always a good time
See.
with Chris. So
And it was going to be Cold World. That makes sense. Makes sense.
listen, man, don't put that out in the universe, man.
I'd genuinely be excited to talk to Cold World. I love that band.
I'll talk to Cold World all day long. So, anyways,
Yeah, you will.
Do you guys think it's funny when bands like there's a couple bands in Texas like Frozen Soul? Dude, it's so hot down here. Why would you have a name called Frozen Soul? It's hot.
There's a band in
Am I
Utah
right?
called the Mormon Tabernacle Fire.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah.
What kind of music do they play?
I don't know. I've just seen their name. I really have not invested much interest. If they're listening, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know your band.
You could start another one called like Broseph Smith, and then we just
Broseph Smith, dude.
Yeah.
There was a band here. Gosh dang it! What they were named after a Book of Mormon character, but they were like a black metal band, and they were anti-religion. It was like hilarious that they like their music was about the Book of Mormon, but they hated religion. It was very, very
Nice.
poignant. Yeah, but I can't remember who they were named after. Gosh dang it! Anyway,
Dope.
Cool.
yeah,
Right.
so cool. I'm so glad I told that story.
Let's cut to break. We'll be right back.
Cut to break, and Chris isn't on it anymore. Makes sense.
No, I think Trevor's just sitting here like, what the hell did we get ourselves into tonight? So, I feel like this falls squarely on him too. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's Trevor's fault.
What? Why?
Come on, Trevor, say something. Are you alive? Are you good?
Dude, I'm good. Obviously, I've got a lot of stuff going on at home, but we're good. Kids are upstairs. Wife is taking care of her the time being. So
Gross.
good to go.
For the time being.
All right. Just because Kyle said that, my wife is having back issues. Thank you.
Oh, that's what you meant.
So she could like not move right now, you jerk. Like,
Yeah.
anyways,
Not so bad.
okay.
So,
I mean, like,
talking
we should
about-
basically cut the
Honor
first 3
killer.
minutes of this.
This
Like,
rocks. This is so good.
listen, I messaged Chris because we're all on our way out to Flyover. There's a ton to talk about with the Flyover and all this stuff. And you guys come in and dick around doing all this crap. Like,
Just all this crap.
we can talk, man. Like, Chris, you were at a show last night, the I don't even know how to say their name. Doughboys? Dowboys? I don't freaking know.
It's
How do
a
you-
joke on the Dallas Cowboys, so it's pronounced the same way.
The Callous Doughboys.
Dowboys?
Just a bunch of big
Yeah,
fat
the
white guys
Callous
without their shirt on.
Cowboys,
You
and it's a
just
spoonerism of the Dallas Cowboys. You got this.
No, I got that it's a ripoff of that, right? But I didn't know they said Dowboys.
Yeah, it's meant to be pronounced the same way.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
screw me,
sick.
right? So
These
I
aren't
wish,
like
dude.
these aren't like Pillsbury muffins,
The Doughboys.
the Doughboys.
Okay, well,
anyways.
we will get to it, but there's a band playing Flyover called the Sissy Boys. You guys know them?
Yes. Well, I've
They're
listened to
freaking
them
great.
sporadically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
let me ask you
so
about
the
that.
Doughboys.
Well, sure, but before we
Just
go
kidding.
to the Doughboys, talk the Sissy Boys, right?
Yeah.
Do you like? What is your take on this kind of music? Because there's a lot of it coming out right now.
On Sissy Boys,
Yeah.
like their exact style is actually the take. Because like I listened to Sissy Boys and I was like, what do we call this? Like, how do you even define that? Like,
it's very, I don't know, punk influenced.
Yeah, it's like punky hardcore, but
Yeah.
it's not like hardcore as we know it. It's very punky influenced. Yeah.
Some hardcore.
No,
They're like, so here's the thing. There's a lot of
Yeah.
these bands coming out right now, and they use like a heavy fuzz pedal.
Yes.
Like that, their guitar is very, very fuzzy. And
Yep.
like these guys are coming through with Spaced in
like soon, right?
like a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
think Space just got signed to Pure Noise. Just dope.
Oh, cool. Good for Space.
oh yeah, that's sweet. But there's a lot of this stuff going on right now. Here's the weird thing, right? Is as much as like beatdown and heavy music has like permeated a lot of these festivals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this stuff right now. Like the band that we were going to talk to today has a little bit of this kind of punk hardcore influence.
Oh.
It also has a little bit more like of a pop flair to it as well, like drug church style kind of almost. And so like there's a lot of this stuff, and it's interesting to see the diversity that's starting to happen.
Yeah.
Cause like you look at Flyover Fest, you've got the heavy stuff, but then you go back to Judge, kind of that traditional old school New York hardcore. You got bands like the Sissy Boys that are that more punk influence. We were just talking about Candy before. That's the industrial flair. Like you've got kind of everything on this bill.
Yeah. I think with a lot of the stuff that does like I hate calling like Deftones hardcore, but like stuff like Fleshwater. I feel like a lot of bands are going that direction simply because sometimes there's like a counterculture to it. I hope I am not offending anybody. I think a lot of people see stuff like Kubla Khan blowing up with maybe not the exact audience that they want to associate with. And they go, okay, what is the opposite direction I want to take this in? And you have bands like Scowl, who started off way more hardcore and then are now Fleshwater. You have these bands that are taking a different approach to it because they've seen, okay, maybe this is the underground thing. You mentioned Drug Church. Drug Church, I think they don't exactly fall into that, but they've been doing their own thing for so long that I think a lot of bands go, oh, they're not trying to be Kubla Khan, they're not trying to be Knocked Loose, and they have a great career. So with that, you get a lot of bands that aren't necessarily trying to copy anybody, but maybe are going the route of, I want to follow this band, this type of band, because it's associating with the scene that I'm more looking for, the crowd I'm more looking for, and also it's just a more interesting way of writing something. Hardcore's been done a billion times, so it's hard to find a way to stand out sometimes. So I think that's a heavy part of it.
So to both of you, we always said that we went to a bunch of like mixed build shows growing up and stuff like that. The more I think about it though, like they might have been semi mixed build, but you didn't get bands like the Sissy Boys with sanction on a show.
Yeah.
Like today's spectrum of hardcore is actually quite a bit broader, in my opinion, than like what we grew up with. And I feel like a lot of these bands still tour together. Am I crazy?
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. But this is all good, right? Like
it is.
We want more mixed
100%.
Like I saw that show I went to a few months ago was like Realms of Death, which is like a borderline death metalcore band, right? And then Flu is another Texas band that opened for them, and they're like the Sissy Boys kind of, right? Like that kind of punk, a lot of side to side stuff. No real moshy parts. The vocalist sounds like he's singing through a tin can, like it's cool. I'm down with that, as long as the crowd is cool with it too, because we were also on like the bad side of a lot of shows that were mixed, and it ended up being just a bloodbath of fights and stuff. So if people are cool with it, then I think we can all have a good time. Cause like the Terror and Obituary show, like
great example.
luckily the crowd was super cool. Like I could tell people were getting mad when we were jumping off like the little barrier things in the venue on the people for terror, but like they at least didn't like no fights or anything, So
I mean, put it on a larger scale right now. Pain of Truth is touring with the story so far in Origami Angel. You know what I mean?
Which is so awesome.
Yeah, but see,
I'm not huge into Pain of Truth, but I think it's cool.
But I feel like the story so far is hardcore adjacent enough that doesn't surprise me.
I'd say they used to be.
Okay,
sure.
I feel like now, a lot of the kids that are brand new to the story so far aren't going, oh yeah, this sounds a lot like hardcore. Like it just sounds like another pop punk band.
I don't know, like if you guys look at it the same way I do. To me, like a death metal band is farther detached from a hardcore band than a pop punk band is.
I get that.
Like Obituary is farther detached from Terror than Terror is to the story so far.
Trevor, do you remember when we saw Dying Fetus play with a bunch of hardcore bands? It was super fun to see that it really was not like weird. Dying Fetus will play with anybody, and so it's cool to see them play with like a bunch of hardcore bands.
They bridged the gap really well, though, right? Mm-hmm. Because it was It was Dying Fetus, the Acacia Strain. So those are your two spectrums.
Gates to Hell.
But then we had Gates to Hell. We had Creeping Death, who was much more death leaning, with some breakdowns and stuff like that. And who was the one other? Was it
Despise Icon played that show too?
Yes, and then Despise Icon, who's kind of OG deathcore with the Acacia Strain. So like you had like deathcore, and death metal, and then a couple bands in between that really bridge that gap. With Despise being, I guess Despise is probably the most hardcore that you got off that.
Yeah, I mean, Gates to Hell too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just think it's interesting. I think it's interesting that we feel like it was diverse bills, but then you do hear a bunch of bands like this that you're like, how can you put them together? And yet, like, this is just where the scene is. Like, everyone just listens to it. You know what I mean? So
I do feel like it can go the opposite way, though. A couple years ago, right after Glow On came out, I saw Turnstile for the second or third time, and they played with JPEG Mafia and Snail Mail. So a rapper and an indie band, and that crowd was rotted beyond all belief. It was like one of the worst shows I've ever been to. I'll say it happily, hand on the Bibles, one of the worst shows I've ever sat through was JPEG Mafia, Snail Mail, and Turnstile. Because it made no sense. Those don't connect.
If we're throwing shade at stuff,
do it.
Did you guys see the clip of and I hate saying this, did you see the clip of the Sleep Token show where people were chanting to drop crowd surfers?
No. That happened? I didn't see that.
Like the whole crowd was chanting to like drop crowd surfers. Like,
well, people should feel bad for crowd surfing to Sleep Token first off. But
I mean, sure. But still, like,
but that's weird.
What happened, dude?
Yeah.
Are we the problem? I mean, I know we are, but like,
yes.
I just like I remember crowd surfing for like super not appropriate bands, and it was still cool back in the day. You know, I'm pretty sure like Warped Tour, we crowd surfed to Katy Perry. You know, like let's go.
Yeah,
that's so weird. It happened at Sleep Token.
I know they're adjacent enough, right? That people should not be shocked at any of that. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I hate Sleep Token.
I don't know.
All right, can I call timeout real quick? Because I feel like we started off because of Trevor in a really weird spot, and then we just started talking serious about things. What are we doing right now?
Like legitimately, like what are we talking about? Or like what are you?
Yeah, was there stuff that we needed to go over? Did we need to like actually set up what we were going to talk about, or like I don't know? I don't want to get into like serious talk and just do it out randomly. Like,
do you guys think there's a point to music or existing anymore? Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't get caught up. I wasn't part of the Rapture, so I'm like already disappointed.
Dude, I was. It was terrible.
You were part of the Rapture. Did they send you back?
Fun. I came back. Yeah.
Jesus was like, "Nah, big whoops on that one."
It was crazy. I got to the Rapture.
And then he saw that you were listening to Sexless Marriage, and he was like, "Yeah, this doesn't fly. Go back to hell."
Seriously. So, what happened is I got to the Rapture, and I was like, "Wait, you guys only have Pepsi products? That's weird." And then I noticed all their crayons are rose art, and I was like, "That's double the weird." And then Rosie O'Donnell started walking towards me, and I go, "This is hell. I didn't get raptured to heaven." Yeah, it was nightmarish, dude. It was horrible.
The good place.
It's a good place. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Hold on.
let's reset.
Yeah, back to the Cowboys. So
Back
how
to
was
the
this?
Callous Cowboys.
Right after these messages.
Yes.
How was this show? Because the band that I wanted to see on this was Your Spirit Dies.
Yes. So I love Your Spirit Dies. I've been a fan since that first EP, and this is their first time playing Salt Lake, and they did incredible. It was so heavy. They got such a good pick going. Very like, what's a better word for like scary mosh where you close your eyes and just hurt somebody? You know, Your Spirit Dies is that kind of band.
Okay.
They were great. The first band that played after the first local band, they're called Crush Plus Plus, and they were like, if you could do a poppier, happier version of like heavier hardcore, because they were all over the map. They're a little bit more on the experimental side and very weird and very young, and they're from Boston, but like had some really heavy moments. They were super fun to watch. In fact, there was a moment where their guitarist broke their string to when they go change it, and they asked the crowd to play a game of telephone to kill time, which that was a first. I've never been a part of a crowd telephone. It was great. But what made this show so unique for the longtime listeners, first time callers. So the Callous Cowboys played here in Salt Lake, but as they got to Salt Lake, their vocalist Carson had an upper respiratory problem and could not sing, or else he'd blow out his vocals. And they're only like 1/3 through this tour, so he had to be smart and take the day off. And instead of canceling the show, which I feel like most bands would do, or even just say, hey, go support the other bands, or they're just not going to play it, what they did is they had an open mic for the vocals. So they had several guest spots of other vocalists they're on tour with, including their merch guy, who is the vocalist for the Holy Ghost Tabernacle Choir. But they also just put a mic stand at the front of the crowd with a mic on it and just said, all right, if you know this song, go sing it. It was super unique, super fun. And Carson, the vocalist, was watching the whole time. So it's not like he was dying in a bed somewhere. He got to come on stage. They had a couple songs where they switched instruments. Right? Yeah. A couple songs they switched instruments so Jackie, their bassist, could take over vocals. That was when they did like their older songs. But it was a super unique time, really interesting. That's probably never going to happen again in their career. So it was just a really fun time. And there was a great turnout. People loved it. They overall like making lemons into lemonade, making lemonade out of lemonade, which you often do when you're poor. But yeah, like it's one of those things where they made the best out of a bad situation. So it was super fun.
That's legit.
That is way dope. Isn't the Holy Tabernacle Choir done? Did I see that?
The Holy Ghost Tabernacle Choir has broken up, sadly. They have 2 more shows left. Rest in peace. Yeah. They played Salt Lake City once in a garage with 7 other bands. It was a very weird night.
Good for bands like that. Good for the bands that
it was at a house show. It was a house show that they double booked 2 touring bands, and they also booked 6 local openers. So I got there and I was like, wow, it's so fun to see my buddies in the Holy Ghost Tabernacle Choir. And they're like, do you know 7 bands are playing tonight? And I was like, it's a Wednesday. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it was a weird night.
Yeah, that was. So, well, no, that's freaking dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to the. I'm gonna freaking call them the wrong thing the whole time. I just want to say Doughboys every single time I say
dude, shout out to the Doughboys.
Shout out Doughboys.
Shout out Doughboys. Shout out Pillsbury. Dude. Yeah.
Those orange rolls are freaking gods.
Love those orange rolls. Are you kidding me? Those are great.
Oh, Crescent. Man. So, anyways,
Crescent what about new?
What about new music?
Trevor?
Have you heard anything recently?
The new Biohazard song freaking rips. If you guys haven't heard that.
Not heard that.
I have not listened to it. I didn't know there was a new Biohazard
song. Agnostic Front had a new song. Like it's like New York hardcore was like, all right, everyone, time.
Yeah, the classics.
Time to learn from the goats. So
yeah. I messaged you guys about that new C4 album. That new C4 album rocked my world.
Yeah, it was good.
I haven't listened to that one yet. Locally, Mask, they're playing Flyover. They've dropped 2 singles. The last one, Aggressive Contempt, has Speed as a feature on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, freaking Utah boys getting it done, man.
That's awesome.
That's a huge feature. But I think that this album's going to be fantastic. It's super aggressive. It's just mean hardcore kind of thing. And for them to be playing like Flyover, like I think that it's going to be really cool. I'm actually really excited for it.
Great band.
And
There's
then, yeah. Nope,
I
go.
was gonna say I sent you guys that local band from Dallas that just released that demo called Law of Man.
Was the
It's like
band
3
Lawman?
songs. Yeah, the band was called Law
Yeah,
of Man.
okay.
Yeah, dude, it freaking slays. It's like I don't know. It's cool to see the bands can like sound this good on a demo, but I'm almost like a little questioning of it. Like, why do you sound that good on a demo?
Is it
You
actually
know?
a demo? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. But no, it's like the perfect amalgamation of like crossover and hardcore. Like their
Oh, yeah.
first song's like a beat down, and the next song's just like straight up riffs. It's so good.
That's awesome.
I'll have to check that out. I was going back through the things that we'd posted. Missing Link dropped a new album. I mean, I like
Or
Missing
EP,
Link.
right?
Yeah. EP, excuse me. I think that they're dope. Playing for Keeps out of Colorado, they dropped new music. And then, shameless plug. If you go check out the last episode with Spent, there's an exclusive song, Slow Blade. But beyond that, they dropped a new song. What was the song called? Freak. Sorry, Spent. I can't remember.
It's not called Freak. Sorry, Spent. That is not.
That's a great name. Oh my gosh.
No
Freak,
surprise with
no surprise.
Ian Fidance. Yeah. So there's been some good music that's dropped recently. September's always a good time for music.
I don't know when the End It album dropped, but I know that was recently. I really like it. I'm gonna try and go see them on Monday.
Oh, sick.
When this comes out, I'm hopefully gonna be able to go see them if I can. But yeah, their new album's really cool. They got way better.
Okay, I was just about to ask this. When End It started, I was not into it, especially the vocals. And I was like, I don't know, man. It's not for me. And then I love them now. I think they're great now. But I don't know what happened.
Better. They did not record a demo. They recorded an actual album in a studio.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know if it's like because you're right. Like when I first listened to it, I was like, look, I get it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little hard to listen to, like just casually. You know what I mean? But something about their new albums, like they have some like really cool groovy parts that I'm like, yeah, I can totally get down to this. So
completely agreed. I was not into End It when they very first became a thing, and I was like, well, good for you guys that like this. It's not my thing. But I tried, and then the past couple releases, I've been like, okay, I'm into this. Let's do it. Yeah. So I'm all for it, and I'm stoked to see them at Flyover.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be dope. Monday. So sweet. Well, should we just jump into Flyover then?
Let's jump.
Here? You got it.
Flyover.
Dude, we're jumping.
Okay. So
we're flying over to Flyover.
Dude, our flies are over.
I genuinely hate you sometimes, I swear.
Who, me?
Or yeah, you.
I mean, it's probably the dynamic. Yeah.
What did I do?
Just absolutely nothing.
Breathe.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I know we've talked about this, right? But basically, like, the whole reason we're going out to Flyover is the pre-show dropped. And I was like, hey, I'm buying a ticket to the pre-show. Like, you guys want to go? And, like, before you had even responded, I had bought a ticket. And then Kyle's like, my wife just said I can go to the whole weekend. I'm like, okay, I'll go to the whole weekend. And Chris is like, got my tickets. Like, it was just like the communication chain was so like spotty of just like, I bought a pre-fest ticket. And then it was like, Chris bought the whole weekend. And Kyle's like, we're going to the whole weekend. Like, it was just this wild exchange of text messages. So anyways, kicking off with the pre-show, I've been saying all year, the number one band that I want to see is Contention. Mm-hmm. As soon as that got announced, Contention, Weapon X, Mongrel's album is fantastic. Like, I was just like, Mongrel. I'm in. Yeah. Regardless, like, I'll buy a ticket because, like, those are bands that even if I wasn't seeing them, someone needs to go see. So I'll give this ticket away if I have to. So I was spending the money just because I want to support those bands. So that was my big thing.
The pre-show was like what? $35?
Dude, it was nothing.
It was even that much. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, it's 35. No, it's
Oh,
35
okay,
bucks
yeah.
with fees. It was like 37 bucks. So I'm like,
That was
37 bucks
nothing.
for me to either see them or give it away to someone for this incredible lineup. Absolutely. I will do
Yeah.
this no matter what. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but between the actual weekend or the pre-show, like what are you guys more excited for?
Ooh, good question.
Between the two,
Yeah.
I just look at the pre-show. Like I look at this as Furnace Fest. It's a 3-day festival. I don't
Okay,
think that they're any different in my eyes. This is just part of the festival. So
fair.
I think that probably the run of bands you're going to get on the pre-show is going to be way more intense than what you're going to get at Flyover, like the
Yeah.
actual Saturday, Sunday. But like, if you guys listen to Agony, they're like a beatdown band from
I have.
Arkansas. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I like Fatal Sector too,
Yeah.
or Fatal
Fatal
Realm.
Realm.
Fatal Realm.
Fatal
Sorry.
Realm. Yeah, Sector is just the other
Fatal.
band.
Yeah, the other one. Sorry.
Fatal Sector Realms.
My favorite band is probably Weapon X Contention Mongrel, and
Yeah.
they're just so interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. They're
No, I agree though. I feel like the pre-show is a lot less like Whiplash in terms of style. They're all just pretty similar, which is great. I'm not mad at that at
they're
all.
probably like, we want like a calm
It's not a hardcore
festival.
show. Yeah,
They're like,
yeah,
we're just gonna kill everybody the night before,
literally.
and then everyone's just gonna have to take it chill the rest of the weekend.
Lit-
Controversial opinion here. X Weapon X to me is not the greatest band ever, like people say, in my opinion.
They're okay. I think they're fine. I don't think they would exist without the Knock Loose connection, but
Sure.
but I think they're fine.
I agreed with you
What?
until the number 2 demo. I'm a
Oh, you
huge
like the second one
fan.
better?
I'm a
Okay.
huge fan of this last demo that dropped.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It just hit so hard. And like I'm not a big fan of bands saying their name in songs. Like
You're
I'm
not?
not. No,
How have
I'm
you
Be a
ever
fan
done
of
that?
hardcore, not like
I
that.
think it's fun.
it's just weird to me. But them saying Weapon X hates you, like I love that because I'm just like, yeah, like hate everyone. Like
yeah, dude.
Stigmatize it, be that band, straight edge, F you. Like I'm down for it. And if they're gonna lean into it, I'm all for it. So I love this last the demo too. I thought it was so good.
Yeah. There's like that little group of straight edge bands, like the Inclination, X Weapon X.
Oh yeah.
Like,
they're all like,
I get why people like them, but to me it's just kind of boring music. To me. And I know I'm gonna catch a lot of hate for that. It's just,
dude, you're crazy. This last one, you gotta listen to the demo more.
I have listened to the demo
on my own with Human Garbage, BNE with Earth Crisis. Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Okay, but am I more excited? Like, I'm way more excited to see Mongrel in Contention than I am.
Okay.
I think Contention is probably gonna be the highlight of the whole thing. Contention rocks.
That's 100% fair. Like, I'm not disputing that. Like, I'm absolutely stoked out of my mind to see Contention. I was not buying a ticket because Weapon X was on the bill. I was buying a ticket because Contention was on the bill.
Yeah.
Like,
100%. Yeah, I don't dislike X Weapon X or Inclination. You just hate them. I just hate them.
Yeah.
You know? I don't not like them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
no,
confused.
man.
Chris confused me.
Yeah.
But I'm more excited to see Mongrel Contention. I'm fine. Like, I'll watch them and stuff. They just don't do it for me. So
I'm super excited for them. Also, we just had Gates to Hell in town, and so the younger, the drummer brother, the younger Garrus, was recently in town. Like, and they played with Stick to Your Guns, and it was that floor show. Just like, dude, shout out to these guys. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the thing recently of Knocked Loose playing their hometown festival or whatever, and Brian was up there like basically like crying and stuff. Like, they drug themselves to this point of playing Jimmy Kimmel Live, being nominated for awards, like this insanely heavy band, straight edge, all this stuff, everything that like we associate with coming to the forefront. Like, dude, huge props to them.
Yeah,
absolutely huge props. So I don't know, I like them. I'm down.
Yep.
Screw you, Kyle. I'm gonna keep saying it.
I
I'm just gonna
don't
keep
not
saying
like
it
them.
tonight.
I just hate them, like Chris said.
Yeah, it's not that he doesn't like them; it's that he wishes they were dead.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
So on
Maybe
then
not.
to the weekend.
Yes.
I was excited for this lineup. There's a lot of good bands on there. There's a lot of bands who I'm like, I'm fine listening to them. It's not like
Okay.
I'm opposed to seeing them, but
Yeah.
it's also like I'm not buying tickets for them. The couple of bands who are on here, who I'm just like, I'm actually super stoked. Sanctions on here. Uh, just caught them on the Days tour. Judge, just because I've never seen Judge. Zabalba, Big Boys. Actually, again, I sent you guys the meme again today.
Yeah.
Freaking that
So good.
edit of Sound
So
and
good.
Fury with the big old 300-pound dude hopping up in there and going, "Big boy, mother effer," and then it's the Arms of the Angel song. Whoever
Incredible.
made that edit of the
Dude,
year,
I watched it like 6
without a
times. It was
doubt.
so ridiculous. Yeah.
So good. So good. And then we got our homies, right? We got Realms of Death. We got the local boys in Mask there. DEFCON 1's out there. Like, I'm actually super stoked for this. But what are maybe some of the smaller band, like not headlining bands, that you guys are excited to check out here?
I love Skin Ticket. You guys listen to Skin Ticket?
I have not
Skin
yet.
Ticket's fan-freaking-tastic. Super heavy.
Okay.
They're not like as hardcore. They're more leaning towards the deathcore, metalcore kind of stuff because it's a lot faster. But they're fantastic, and they're like, I think one of like the first to play second or first day. Yeah, but they're great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be down for that. I mean, Kyle's a wuss and
Well, Kyle
doesn't
just hates these
enjoy
bands. I thought we'd
deathcore.
I hate
established
all of
that.
them. I don't even know
Yeah.
where I'm going.
Yeah.
I got peer pressured into it. I'm excited
Yeah.
for John Moreland. All right. So you guys can
What
suck
is
it.
that?
He's like a folk singer,
Okay.
but he's got a lot of ties to like Oklahoma City hardcore.
Sick.
And so, but it's, I mean, I'm glad he's like, I'm cool with it. We just talked about mixed bills. Like, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to stage dive to him.
Yeah. You genuinely hate Weapon X, but hey, John Moreland, let's
John
freaking
Moreland, dude.
go. Yeah.
He is pretty good though. Yeah.
So how do you think they're gonna
love
do that? Do you think where is he in the lineup? I guess I
They
haven't paid
released the
attention.
schedule, right?
Did they release the schedule? Chris is
They released
acting
the
like
schedule.
they
They just said which day each
Yeah.
band's playing, but they haven't done the schedule yet.
okay.
Yeah.
Like
They've
I'm
like done
curious
the
to
priority. Yeah.
So
see. Did they prioritize it?
I think so.
Oh, all right.
But maybe I
Flyover,
made that
correct
up
us
in a
if we're
dream.
wrong.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm super excited for Fiddlehead,
Okay.
and I'm super excited for Judge, and I'm super excited for Cosmic Joke.
Oh, Cosmic Joke.
That's a
Great
big
band.
one.
Super good.
Great band.
I mean, I'm excited for like a lot of these bands, but like, I've been wanting to see Fiddlehead for a real long time.
Yeah.
Real long time, and they've made it to Texas like, like 3 years ago maybe, and I just didn't get to see them. I think I was out of town and stuff, and they haven't been back since. So like, I don't know how many times you're gonna be able to see that band outside of Fest. So same with Judge, like,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Judge ain't
outside of
exactly like
Earth
going on
Crisis
tour.
they're not doing anything else.
Yeah.
You know. So
I am stoked for Peeling Flesh. We have not talked about them. I don't think you
Okay.
guys like Peeling Flesh, do you?
they're the ones with the scribble. They're from Oklahoma, right?
I believe so.
That
'Cause
might
they're-
actually be a cool set. Like
they're
you're
like
right. I'm not a fan of
they're like the slam band playing. There's another
Right.
one. Yeah.
I'm not like a huge Peeling Flesh fan, but
Yeah.
it'll probably be cool to watch them play like for a
Totally.
like a hometown crowd. So
Trevor, what are your thoughts? I can see that face.
I understand who Peeling Flesh is, and like shout out to what they do and stuff like that. I'm not a Peeling Flesh fan. Like
Okay.
like you guys said, with
Trevor
it-
the pussy.
like you guys said, like I think that it being a hometown show, I think that that's gonna be freaking dope. I'm actually really
Yeah.
stoked for that. But also like I'm not huge into like the hip hop influence in that stuff, and going hip hop into slam, like it's even
It's
more
wild.
so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Peeling Flesh
it's
shows are nuts though, so it's gonna be super fun. Even if you
Yeah.
don't like love the music, it's gonna be a very fun time.
have you seen
I'm
them already?
a couple times, yeah. They
They
played
So
seem
what
like they
corners.
put on really good shows though. Like,
Oh, they're
despite
so
what you
fun.
think about the music, they look like they have fun up there playing, and that's what counts. You know.
Absolutely.
So
And everyone's gonna scream when they play their final song, which we love. Um, I myself am stoked for Gridiron. I did
yeah.
not love Gridiron when they very first started, but they put out a new album. It was fantastic. I am stoked for Hold My Own. I'm stoked for
Mm.
Bayway. I've never seen Bayway. I like Bayway a lot, but they are just such a Jersey thing that it's like same thing. It's not like they're going on tour to Utah,
You talking crap on me with these bands. I don't think Trevor likes like any of these bands.
dude. Good.
who? I'm
Like
not a
Peeling
huge
Flesh
Gridiron
and
fan.
Bayway and
I'm not
Gridiron.
a huge Grit fan. I like some
I think
Bayway.
Gridiron's cool. Bayway
Uh,
and Bayway's like
You like
they're
Payway?
like dads. That's what's so funny about Bayway.
right, right.
Yeah, they're like
No, I mean
old
like
dudes.
I watched something with like the vocalist, and he was like, there was a point where all of a sudden it was like, I gotta clean up, and he lost a ton of freaking weight and stopped drinking and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, like they're just killing it. So like, and they know how to do the social media game,
They
right?
do. They're very silly.
Yeah.
Like it's great. It's great what they do,
It's ridiculous.
and being able to kind of build out what they are and who they are and stuff like that. I think it's awesome. And by the way, Chris is drunk on this. If you guys see him sipping on that
Yeah,
bottle right there,
yeah.
uh,
So that's the thing about me and Bayway
Long-headed
is that
Jews.
they got clean and I didn't. Um,
just
They
flip.
transferred all the alcohol into
they transferred
Chris.
all that alcohol to me. Yeah. There's a band called Firestarter playing that I really like.
Ooh,
Firestarter is really
yeah,
really
I've heard of
cool.
them. They're cool.
Firestar is
They're really
dope.
cool.
They're straight
Beyond
edge out of
Firestarter's dope.
California. Yep.
Beyond All Doubt from Arizona is really cool too.
Oh, Beyond All
I
Doubt's
might
great.
I might be seeing them this weekend. I'm trying to figure
Oh,
that
cool.
out. They're here on Saturday, and I'm seeing if I
So
can't make it out there.
Nice.
there's a couple cool Texas bands. We mentioned Realms of Death, DEFCON 1, but then Paradise,
Oh yeah,
super cool
Oh,
band.
I don't think I
from-
know Paradise.
Super cool band from Austin. I saw them with
You
they
caught
opened for
them, right?
Judiciary. Yeah, I saw them with Judiciary.
That rules.
And which was really cool because like they're like a local band, right? But you can tell some of these local bands when they get on stage that this ain't their first rodeo, and
Yeah.
these guys knew what they were doing, and it was a ton of fun.
That rules.
It was a blast. So Otis VCR. Have you guys listened to them? I actually think
I have.
I think they just called it quits. I don't even know if they're playing this anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Why
Dang.
do you?
I
Rest in
don't
peace,
know
Otis
what-
VCR.
I don't know what happened. They just posted on their social media that they're calling it quits. So I don't
Dang.
know if that means that they're gonna like play this and then call it quits, or if they're like done now.
Maybe they're
You know.
releasing a song called "Call It Quits."
Maybe.
They're doing like a trade.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Do you not like them?
Oh, I liked Otis VCR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were
There's
cool.
hardly any of these bands where I could say I don't like that. Almost all of them, because I have like
true.
I made a playlist of every band, and then I'll just like pop it on every now and then when you're just like, oh, I need something to listen to. So I've discovered a bunch that I was like, oh, I don't know that, but that rocks. One that
So
I
we'll-
actually really got into is
Yeah.
Extinguish. I thought Extinguish freaking
Okay.
rocked. Yeah, I knew of them. I had heard a couple songs, and then really diving in, I was like, oh, that's gonna be fun.
So why? I mean, listen, we're just throwing names out here, like,
Yeah.
and just kind of going through the list.
Okay.
Why are you excited for Extinguish?
Extinguish was just very like breakdown heavy and just very angry. That's all. I don't think Extinguish is like winning the Academy Award for most inventive hardcore, but I'm a sucker for just angry and well done anger. And Extinguish was very fun to listen to.
I mean, sometimes you have to do that, right? Sometimes,
Right.
like, if that's the kind of band you want to be,
Great.
just go balls to the wall.
Go for it.
You know,
Yeah.
like that's how I feel about Mongrel. You know what I mean? Mongrel is
Very
just
much.
heavy, aggressive, fast. Like I think it was the dude from Nails was talking about him, and he's just like,
Mm.
they're just gonna do it well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, I get what you're saying with Extinguish. Like, it's just heavy. It's gonna be aggressive. It's gonna be way fun. I'm
Yeah.
curious to see what the moshing is here. If it's just like this is hardcore style, beat
Yeah.
everyone's face in kind of thing, or if it's more Furnace Fest. Like, listen, the moshing was fine at Furnace Fest.
Furnace Fest.
Like, not talking shit, but like
I will happily. So the thing with
I
the
was
Furnace
I was
Fest crowd is
okay. I
that
was okay to get hit at Furnace Fest. So we'll
the
say
Furnace
that.
Fest crowd is not people that usually go to shows like this. Let's just say that.
So, do you guys think that this is going to be the right kind of crowd?
Good question, dude. Because it's Oklahoma City, so I don't super know.
I think it will be. I think it'll.
Do we know what this venue is like? Has anyone looked into that? I haven't.
I mean, if it's the same one that they've been doing it at, it's freaking
It's
dope.
not. To the
Oh,
different.
cool.
I think they used to do this up in Tulsa. I want to say this is the first
really?
year they did this down in Oklahoma City.
Because I believe it was like it said farmers market something when I looked at it.
Yeah, but it's turned into a. I work with a couple of guys up in Oklahoma, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's turned into like a concert space." So I think it's going to be like a legit venue.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it's going to be anything like cool.
So you're
like
saying I
the-
shouldn't bring my jams
shit.
and jellies and try to sell them?
I mean, yeah, you can.
Okay.
but
Okay. Yeah.
Got a bunch of duck butter to sell. All right. Trevor hates this so much.
I don't hate this so
Right.
much.
We'll be right
He just
back.
wishes it was dead.
We'll be right back from after this message from our sponsors, Kyle's Duck Butter.
I don't
All
know
right,
why
what
you're
about,
on this after our sponsors trend tonight. Like
What?
you've never said after a word from our sponsors ever on the podcast. You've said 6 times tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know how to break the ice with your awkwardness with tonight. So.
I'm awkward.
Kyle's Duck Butter. Kyle's Duck Butter is the main sponsor of this episode. You guys have to say something.
Yeah, you have to say it.
Because they
Tell me you like my duck butter,
Lord.
Trevor.
I love Kyle's Duck Butter. Let me tell you guys, changed my life.
All right.
Gosh,
What about a X Gargoyle X?
So they actually just played here. They played here not too long ago. I think it was.
I hear people talking about them all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
They're pretty good. I mean, it's a young band. They were solid. They came from, I want to say they were on the East Coast, if I remember correctly. And it was their first time coming out this way. Let me double check that if I can find it real fast.
I think they only have like a 5-song EP.
Yeah, because I've checked them out. I thought it was good.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the like tin canny vocals. I think if
VHS core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music is incredible. And like I don't have a problem with the vocals. I just wish it wasn't recorded with like all the reverb or whatever in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I'm excited to see them. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm super excited for it. Like, do you guys feel like just straight edge band, like everyone claiming straight edge, X is in front of it, is making like a big comeback right now? Like, I'm excited for like the in your face, screw you type of straight edge bands to come back. Like, and I think it's fun. Like, I don't know. I'm excited for bands like Gargoyle to do it.
No, dude, we've talked about this before, I think even on your podcast, that if you're in the straight edge community, you understand that there's several different types of straight edge bands, right? Mm-hmm. It's not just I'm a straight edge band. You have like posi-core bands, and that's great. But a lot of the stuff I was raised on that, you know, I find my joy and passion in straight edge is like the bands that, like Archangel, I Hope You Die by Overdose. It's not bands that are very nice about things, and that's what I love. And so I agree that there's a resurgence in that stuff. And it does, I will say, there is more backlash now than there is before. There was a whole day No Cure was getting canceled on Twitter over stupid reasons. It always is. But in the age of social media, there's a lot more like backlash against these things. And I feel that almost fuels the fire of these younger straight edge bands to be more in your face about stuff.
Like, and here's the thing. I don't think we have to go back to militant. I don't think that you need to be fighting everyone who's smoking outside the venue, right? Like, you don't have to do that. But for the music to have that message and that aggressive nature and like shout out to like Forever War here in Salt Lake. They have the song where they're just like, I'm effing straight edge. Like, it's just like, it's fun, it's aggressive. I personally really associate with right now because like I'm like, yeah, screw everyone who's dealing and stuff like that. Like, I hate it. Like, it's insane. So like I'm all for bands leaning into this and getting super aggressive with it again.
I hope we get
Are you
funny straight edge again. Like we
are
did.
you
Did
cool?
you guys ever listen to like Cock Punch?
Yeah, I know
Yes.
cock punch.
We need like funny straight edge again. That was a good time.
Are you okay, Trevor, when it's like the militant stuff when they're only like 18?
Listen, man, like we started when we were young. Like we started when we were young. Everyone knows
We
how
weren't
this
finding
goes.
people smoking cigarettes outside the venue though when we were young.
No, but everyone knows how it goes. Like, there's going to be a huge group of these kids who start out as straight edge. The minute they hit 21, they're going to go party, they're going to go drink and stuff like that. Like, it is what happens and stuff. But there are going to be the people who are just lifers that maybe they start at 16, 17 years old, and it encourages them just to never touch it.
Yeah.
And so I'm down for it. If you want to claim straight edge, there you go, bottoms up.
Yeah.
If you want to claim straight edge when you're young, claim when you're young. I don't care. But when you inevitably break edge at 21 because you really didn't care and you were just waiting until you could, like, F you, man. Like, F you. You
You're
didn't
just a
need to
Weapon
do
X fan
that.
at that point. Yeah.
You're just a Weapon X fan.
Buy that Time Heist shirt that says Time Heist is straight edge, but I'm not, or whatever it says.
Right.
You know? So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Freaking shout out to Time Heist.
we'll be right back after this message from Pabst Blue Ribbon. So,
Bro.
Have you ever been 21 and broken edge? That's what PBR is for.
That's what PBR is for. The number one edge breaker.
Your cousin's older brother convinces you that you should try beer once. He
Because,
has a PBR.
It's
Yeah.
better than drinking piss. Just barely.
Many confuse the two. PBR.
Oh, we're gonna get sued by PBR. Whatever,
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Straight edge.
I actually had quite a bit of Pabst Blue Ribbon merch laying around because they used to sponsor the Johnny Miller ski video show here. They used to do a movie every year, and Pabst always sponsored it. I always went to it. So I had T-shirts, I had beer cozies, I had all sorts of stuff. I usually just gave them to my partying uncles, but yeah. Shout out to Pabst. I rocked a few of those shirts.
Just on a side note, I do like most people that most genuine straight edge people are pretty funny about it. Like we used to roll around listening to Psycho Stick, Beer is Good, like all the time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what we need more of, like Chris was saying, you know.
Yeah.
So
do you guys remember Gumby?
X
yes,
Gumby
I
X.
do remember.
Gumby that was Mike from the Devil Wears Prada's. Straight Edge, and the songs about killing the members of Circus Survive. Yeah, dude. We need that back. Bring
That's
that
a
back.
callback, dude. Holy cow.
Yeah. I love that. They only had like 2 songs, I think, but they're great.
So the last thing I want to ask before Trevor kills me on this podcast, I'm interested. I guess not ask. The point I want to make. I'm interested to see what the crowd's going to be like here because, like, it's going to be a good mix of people. I think old and young, and you saw this a little bit at Furnace Fest, right? And I'm not saying this to sound like a dick or whatever, but like when the quote unquote big boy hardcore bands came out, it was a very different pit than when some of the like trendy hardcore bands came out. You know what I mean? So like when Zabalba plays, what do you guys think that's going to be like? You know what I mean?
Duck and cover. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like I'm throwing with
freaking,
like, I'm not paying attention to who I'm hitting, right? Like, that's just because that's what Zabalba is, man. Like, you know how many shots I've taken to Zabalba from people? You know, that's why I am the way that I am.
Like, it's going to be interesting because Zabalba in California and West Coast and stuff like that might be different than Zabalba in Oklahoma City.
They're huge down here.
Okay, that's Texas.
Still, though, I think he has a good point that, like, because it is a little bit uncharted territory of not being necessarily the most major city in the world, that it could offer either kids truly losing their minds and like beating the literal hell out of each other because they
No,
don't get Zababa playing there every year, you know what I
right?
mean? Or it could be maybe we need to have some encouragement to get things going. So I don't know.
There are gonna be people who Zabalba is very high up on their list to see. Like
Totally.
I love Zabalba. I
Same.
think that they're one of the top 3 bands I'm most excited to see at this show, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, but I also might be the minority in saying that. Like, I also wonder how many people see the Zabalba on the bigger band list, and they're like, who is that? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm crazy in saying that,
Yeah.
but like you look at some of these other bands, you know, Bayway, Hold My Own Candy, Big Boy, all those bands, they're the up and coming. They're the ones that are making
Mhm.
the waves right now. Gridiron's really big because of the New York tie. Judge, the old bands, right? And
Yeah.
it's making a huge name right now. Peeling Flesh is huge. Fiddlehead's huge. Cold World made their names for themselves, kind of thing. Like the two on that list, Sanction and Zabalba, are the bands who aren't super active right now, right? And I don't know what their reach was at the time. Sanction was pretty big. Did Zabalba branch out beyond the West Coast more than what I think? Because, like you said, down in Texas, they made it down there, but I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm curious at who, like, what
Yeah.
Zabalba is to this crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I
Good question.
that's yeah, that's a good point. That's kind of where I was coming from with that question is like I think pit engagement, I think crowd engagement in general is it's going to be one of those things where like you go to like a family party and like when the songs from the 60s come on, all the old people go out and dance and all the young kids sit down. You know what I mean? But then they play Lil Wayne or something and like I guess that doesn't work anymore cuz that's like an old man song now too. Freaking sucks, whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Like what the kids are listening to, like Little Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
Little Wayne, you know? But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because I do think
Agreed.
there's going to be a lot of people there for Big Boy Bayway, you know, and
I agree.
I
Yeah.
wonder how many of us are going to go for Zabalba and Judge and Sanction, you know.
Right.
So
I
Yeah.
also think it's interesting with both the headliners, the crowd you're gonna get, because I think
mm,
Fiddlehead's not like Little. You know what I mean? Like Fiddlehead
right.
is pretty well known. And I do think Fiddlehead offers a different crowd than Sanction does, but they're still both pretty big poles. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
especially Fiddlehead hasn't necessarily like broken up, but they're not like we talked about this earlier, they're not like touring. They're kind of just playing fest and stuff. Sanction, of course, took a long break and you had I don't know a better way to say this. You had like blue balls from so many kids in hardcore that were like posting Sanction, come back, please save me, Sanction. And then they did come back, and it's been chaos ever since they came back, just in a good way. So I think it'll be interesting to see sort of the shift in with the headliners, Cold World and Fiddlehead, and who they're playing with on those days, because I think they're getting a different draw than a lot of the like the
Mm,
big boy candy, extinguish, end it, that kind of.
Yeah.
Because I think you have like here's a good way to say it. It's like a sandwich. You have the base is like a lot of the just Oklahoma City or sort of like smaller bands people maybe know, or maybe it's their friend of a friend. And then you're gonna have like hardcore kids are gonna love a very large chunk in the middle. And then that last chunk, I think, is where you're gonna get the most variety of people that maybe like one thing or another, or maybe they just came for just Fiddlehead or just Cold World. I don't know. But it's gonna be interesting for sure.
So like the 35 plus year olds like are rolling in at like 6 o'clock.
100%. That was a nice way of what I was trying to say. Like
yeah.
that once Fiddlehead comes, people with dark rimmed glasses and beards that are bald that wear sweaters are gonna come
Yeah,
for
you
Fiddlehead.
know what though? We could be completely off here because I've never like outside of Furnace Fest, I've never really been to like a hardcore fest. So I wonder, like, I mean, it's in Oklahoma City too, so people are going to travel for this. Like, I
Yeah.
I think there's enough overlap with Fiddlehead and the rest of the bands. I mean, anyone that's in hardcore is going to by like just by association be a fan of Fiddlehead because of all the
Yeah,
have heart stuff, right?
absolutely.
So like close enough. But I'm really excited for it. I think that this is a great mix of bands. Like honestly, I think it is such a cool mix of bands, of generations. John Moreland, friggin' folk country singer you throw in there, just, tease people a little bit. Like,
Our guy.
I think it's really, really cool. And being in Oklahoma City, like, I think that's awesome too. Like, I'm not a big festival guy, but when else are you going to get these? When else is Judge going to play Oklahoma City? You know what I mean? And like, if I'm in Kansas or Nebraska or whatever, like, I'm driving down to this for sure. You know what I mean? If I'm in Podunk, Texas, like, I'm driving up for it. If I'm in Arkansas, I'm driving because you just don't get these bands. And so I actually am really like on board with this fest because of that too. Like, yeah, go to Sound and Fury in LA where every band plays all year round. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool. But come out to the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, and die driving there because the roads suck. So,
Love that.
Words of encouragement from Kyle. And then he's gonna throw and back to our sponsors.
Get destroyed by a tornado.
Oklahoma City potholes. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. Yeah.
Well, you know what, Trevor? I'm not going to do that ever again. So
good. I sincerely hope you do not. Like, genuine.
After this one, anyways, here's a message from our sponsors.
After this episode, and you're going to have to at that point.
It's called Chicken and Waffles Jelly Beans. That's what you're selling because you said jelly, but that's not good enough.
Chicken and Waffles Jelly Beans. That's exactly where this went. I think that was a natural progression. Yeah, natural progression.
All right. Well, we were trying to get the Flyover guys on here. They're not even going to associate with us after this.
They're going to be super disappointed in everything Trevor has said tonight. You know what's funny is after 20 something years of being friends, he still is like surprised that this is what happens. So
there's zero surprise here. Zero form of surprise here.
I feel like I was pretty tame.
It was
all things considered.
I went to our buddy Charlie's wedding thing that I was telling you about. And I was talking to his mom, and I was like, I hang out with Kyle all the time. Like, I talk to him. Well, I don't hang out with you, but I talk to you all the time. And he still claims that you like him more than you like your own son, Charlie. And she started laughing. She's like, not that much, but I did like Kyle.
Oh, well, now I'm going to go cry.
She was just being polite.
That's what it was.
So
I just want one mom to like me because mine doesn't. I'm just kidding. Actually, Chris, your mom likes me.
My mom loves both of you. In fact, my mom just told me a conversation she had with Trevor's mom in the primary room of the church.
Nice.
That my mom told me the same conversation. So
yeah. She asked why we like screamy music, and my mom laughed. So.
Did you say it's their fault?
It's their fault. Yeah, they didn't raise us right.
Isn't that funny that
Cheers.
I know we've talked about this before, but like the weird, funny triangle of friendship between our moms.
It's genuinely so weird. Yeah.
So, well, good stuff.
Shout out moms. This episode is sponsored by moms.
Shout out moms. There you go.
Yeah.
Flyover Fest, just all moms are free.
Dude. Hell yeah.
That's drawing a different crowd, but yeah, dude.
All moms are free, dude. Let me tell you about Flyover Fest. I love that all moms are free. Oh. Man.
That's the weirdest thing that was said tonight. That trumped everything that I said. Holy cow.
Yeah. So at Flyover Fest, we're gonna have a MILF
it's a MILF
contest. MILF contest, and it's going to be incredible.
Listen, man, I wasn't going that far, man.
Sponsored by PBR.
Make your own, so
yeah.
Sponsored by local MILFs in your area or whatever.
Sponsored by local MILFs in your area and always pads. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. One last story since you brought up MILFs.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Did you know our buddy Nick? Do you know Nick? Ah, shoot, what's his last name?
What's Nick's last name?
Tall, lanky dude, long black hair, had a massive head. All right, I don't think you remembered it, anyways.
I do. Anime hair.
Yeah, anime hair, totally. So, anyways, like we were in the commons area at lunch, like during lunch in high school, and wow, Trevor, what was the girl's name? She was your age, Chris. What was the girl's name?
Oh my gosh,
Jordan. I can't remember her name. Jordan.
Jordan.
Anyways, her like they were like walking through the commons during lunch, and like
Okay.
like her mom was there, right? Like the mom and the daughter and stuff, and you just hear like in the echo, like in the background, MILF. There's a MILF. And like, dude, it was the funniest thing ever. So
Okay.
you had to have been there.
I guess I did. Because we don't know Nick's last name nor Jordan's, but you know what? Shout out.
Oh, I
folks.
do. I know him. But I'm not gonna say
Okay, great.
him.
We'll talk later.
All right, cool. This was definitely
that was so awesome. Sponsored by MILFs.
All right.
No.
Anyways, go to Flyover Fest.
All right.